you struggling to understand why your relationship isn't working out? Do you feel like you're constantly hitting a wall, no matter how hard you try? Maybe it's a sign from God that this person isn't meant to be in your life. In this video, we'll explore the signs that God does not want you with someone. Get ready to have your mind blown and your heart touched as we dive into this thought-provoking topic. So if you've ever questioned whether a relationship is truly in line with God's plan for you, this video is for you. So let's jump right in. Signs God does not want you with someone. Sign number 1. A lack of inner peace. You know that feeling deep in your gut when something just doesn't feel right. Yeah, we've all been there. It's like a nagging voice within us that keeps whispering, "This isn't it." Well, guess what? That voice could be God trying to communicate with you. Pay close attention to that lack of inner peace or restlessness, because it could be a sign that God has something better in store for you. Have you ever found yourself in a relationship where you constantly question whether it's the right fit for you? You may notice a constant sense of unease or discomfort deep within your soul. This lack of inner peace is a powerful sign that God may be trying to protect you from a relationship that is not aligned with His plan for your life. It's essential to listen to this inner guidance and trust that God has someone better suited for you. Listen to your intuition. Trust that God's peace will guide you. If you feel a lack of inner peace in a relationship, it's a sign to reevaluate and seek God's guidance. Sign number 2. Constant resistance. Picture this. You're in a relationship, but it feels like you're always pushing against the tide. Every step forward seems to be met with hurdles and roadblocks. It's exhausting, isn't it? Well, here's the thing. Sometimes those obstacles are more than just challenges. They might be signs from God, trying to redirect you towards a different path. He's got your back, and He knows what's best for you. Relationships should have their fair share of challenges, but when you find yourself constantly fighting against the current, it's time to pay attention. These persistent roadblocks may indicate that God is guiding you away from that particular person. He might be protecting you from a future filled with unnecessary struggles and heartache. It's important to trust that God's redirection is for your own good, and that He has someone better suited for you, someone with whom your journey will flow more naturally. Pay attention to the roadblocks. When you consistently face obstacles, it's a sign that God may be redirecting you. Trust His guidance and be open to exploring different paths. Sign number 3. Red flags. Those warning signs that we tend to ignore or brush off, thinking they'll magically disappear. But guess what? They rarely do. They come in different shapes and forms. Dishonesty, manipulation, disrespect. Deep down, we know they're not healthy for us. And you know what else? God knows it too. He often uses these red flags as signals to protect us from harm and guide us towards relationships that are genuinely good for us. Paying attention to red flags is crucial when it comes to relationships. God gives us the discernment to recognize behaviors and traits that are not aligned with His will. Whether it's consistent lying, controlling behavior, or a lack of respect, these red flags should not be taken lightly. Ignoring them can lead to long-term pain and heartache. Instead, trust that God is revealing these warning signs to safeguard your heart and steer you towards a healthier and more fulfilling relationship. Take red flags seriously. Don't ignore warning signs like dishonesty or disrespect. Recognize them as God's way of protecting you, and choose relationships that align with His values. Sign number 4. Losing your identity. Have you ever been in a relationship where it feels like you're slowly fading away? Your dreams, your passions, your individuality, they all seem to take a backseat. It's a common occurrence, but it's not what God wants for you. He wants you to flourish and thrive in every aspect of your life, including your relationships. Remember, God created you uniquely, with your own set of gifts, talents, and dreams. When you find yourself compromising your core values or suppressing your true self to fit into a relationship, it's a clear indication that this might not be the person God has intended for you. You deserve to be with someone who embraces and encourages your authentic self. someone who helps you grow into the best version of yourself. Embrace your authentic self. Don't compromise your values or dreams for a relationship. Seek a partner who supports and encourages your personal growth. Sign number 5. Lack of shared values. Shared values form the foundation of a healthy and thriving relationship. They provide a common ground, a shared vision for the future. But what happens when those values don't align? Well, my friend, it might be a sign that God has a different plan for each of you. Take a moment to reflect on your relationship. Are your values and beliefs in harmony? Do you share a similar outlook on life, faith, and what truly matters to you? If there's a significant mismatch in your core values, it could be an indication that you're not meant to walk this journey together. Remember, God wants to bless you with a partner who shares your deepest convictions and will join you in pursuing a life that honors Him. So, what should you do if you notice these signs in your relationship? Well, my friend, it's time to pause, pray, and reflect. Seek God's guidance through prayer and ask for clarity. Take time to evaluate the relationship in light of these signs we've discussed. Trust that God will provide the answers you need. Remember, He has a perfect plan for you, and sometimes that plan involves redirecting your path. If your core beliefs don't align, it may indicate that God has a different plan for you. Seek a partner who shares your deepest convictions for a fulfilling relationship. Before I wrap up, I want you to know that going through these signs doesn't mean you've failed or that you're doomed to be alone. On the contrary, it means you're courageous enough to recognize when something isn't right and to trust in God's divine timing. He loves you and wants the best for you. So hold on to hope, have faith, and keep seeking His guidance. Pause, pray, and reflect. Seek God's guidance through prayer and reflection. Take time to evaluate your relationship in light of these signs. Trust that God will provide the clarity and answers you need for your journey. Remember, these signs are meant to empower you to make informed decisions aligned with God's plan for your life. Trust in His guidance and have faith that He has someone better suited for you. Thank you for joining us today on this meaningful journey of understanding the signs God gives us when He doesn't want us to be with someone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content, and share it with others who may need this message. And as always, stay strong, keep the faith, and may God bless you abundantly. And by the way, if you want to become the better version of yourself in all aspects of life, subscribe to the channel now.